live and local. This is Crash Davis on 1110 KFAB. It's time to go ballistic. This is Crash Davis on 1110 KFAB.
Welcome to what can only be described as an absolutely perfect day. A little on the blustery side all weekend long, but Monday, and it became absolutely perfect. Welcome to it. My name is Crash Davis, broadcasting from the beautiful palatial KFAB studios in the heart of downtown Dundee, high above Carrie Underwood Avenue. Lots going on today. We'll get you updated on everything. We welcome the fact that you're get a chance to hang out with us today. And coming up at a little after 4:30 today, we don't, maybe by then, but it's unconfirmed or not, if we're going to have the names of the bodies that were found in Lake Manaway yesterday along the Missouri River. We're going to talk with Chad Nation from the Council Bluffs Nonpareil. He's been covering the story for that. We'll get an update from him coming up at just about 4:35, 4:40. He'll be joining us on the coming up after 6 o'clock, the Legacy Act, or the Legacy Act rather, and what it means to possibly touring musicians this summer. We'll connect all the dots for you at 6:05 today. But right now, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome to 1110 KFAB Pat Brown-Dixon from the Small Business Administration. Pat, welcome to 1110 KFAB.
Hey, Crash and Omaha, how are you both?
We are doing great now. You have got some really exciting things going on with the SBA, and we're really honored to be talking to our next guests coming up in a little bit. I'll allow you to expand about them, but it's a pleasure to have you guys on here because Omaha obviously is a home of big business, doing pretty good for small business too.
Yes, it's great. We're here in Washington, D.C. at the SBA Small Business Week, and we are so happy that the Omaha company of the Davis companies, Dr. Dick and Sharon Davis, president, are our 2012 Minority Small Business Champions of the Year.
Yeah.
These are national champions, Crash.
Yeah, national champions right here from Omaha, and they're doing a great job. We're going to talk with Dick and Sharon Davis coming up in just a little bit, but talk about what SBA Week is.
It's a national observance of small business success stories from all 50 states. And we've got all kinds of state winners, national winners, and we're just extremely happy that the Davis Company is the winner for the Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas area, as well as the whole 50 states.
That's a pretty prestigious award.
It's a very prestigious award.
Well, how do you go about choosing who the small Minority Business of the Year award winner is?
Well, it starts small. It starts with the district office, and then they compete to the state, and then they compete to the district, and then they compete with other 68 districts in other states throughout the country. And then there's a national panel that chooses them based on their qualifications. And, of course, we know that Omaha loves the Davis Company. We were there recently, and they've got a lot of support because they've done so much for the community. And we've got Dick and Sharon, and we've also got Chanel and Dick Jr.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to them here in just a second. I want to ask you real quick, Pat, what is the general feeling now that you're getting all these great small business owners in Washington, D.C. for our Small Business Awareness Week? What is the general feeling about the economy and the state of everything? And obviously, we see the news. Some things are good. We have pockets of good. We have pockets that need to be improved. But what's the general feeling?
It's hopeful, and everyone here is really excited. There's a lot of hope in the community, in the small business community. People are borrowing again. People are hiring again, and business is expanding. I think we're on an upward spiral, Crash.
What are some of the challenges that some of these small businesses are still facing?
Well, of course, there's always the credit crunch that many of our small businesses have suffered, but the Small Business Administration has some programs to help them reestablish their credit and help to get them on the road to success. And we have several resources, our small business development centers. We've got women's development centers. We've got veterans business development centers, and we've got mentors. So there's just all kinds of help that's available for our small businesses in this economy, because we know that every two people are either employed by a small business or they are a small business owner. So small businesses are extremely important to the revival of this economy.
Well, and you don't have large businesses until they start out as small businesses. That's usually how things work. And we've got a great great one here that is an award winner with the Davis Companies based out of Omaha, and you have Dick and Sharon with you, right?
Yes, can I put them on right now?
Please do, yeah.
All right, here's Dr. Dick Davis.
Hello.
Hey, Dr. Davis, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you are now the National Minority Small Business Champion. Congratulations. And when did you find out that you won this award?
Let's see, maybe a month ago. We basically got the news. And
were you able to tell anybody, or did you have to keep it a secret for a while?
No, they were very secretive in terms of process. They told us 1 week, and we were able to do the SBA came in and did a press conference. Mm-hmm. I think the following week, and we had a great press conference acknowledging our national award.
Well, now's an opportunity to tell everybody what it is that you do and what is your business.
Our business is risk services, which relates to insurance, brokerage, contractor development services, and just general types of consulting in those two areas.
How do you feel the business climate's been in Omaha over the last couple of years?
It's been a very tough business climate, especially for minorities, especially for North and South Omaha. In our research that we basically did with the Pew Partnership, that few of us commissioned, and I'm going to be speaking specifically African Americans because it was the toughest. That was the toughest report back, where black firms nationwide was increasing by 15% from 1997 to 2007, while African American firms in Omaha were decreasing by 17%. That's a 32% differential, and what that 32% differential means is that something to the effect that 490 jobs not being produced, and $42 million of goods and services not being created. So that was then, and we've been trying to do a change from that 40-year trend.
What do you think the trend is? Why is there so much of a disparity between the national trend and what's going on in Omaha?
What we have found out, what we did, Sharon and I, we did 5 years of volunteering, and what that basically meant that every time that there was anything related to economic development or business development, we were very much engaged in the community. We part of any kind of public policy group, and so we were very engaged in all aspects of it. And what we basically found out was that, or it was really more of a confirmation, is that we can basically put millions and millions of dollars into infrastructures, buildings, and that types of situation. But what we really need is a significant investment in human capital, intellectual capital, because what you have to do is you have to have the people involved in North and South Omaha to step up and have the capability to be sustainable and then scalable to basically move this thing forward. And so I think that 5 years of volunteering has helped us put some of our own family commitments and our business commitments into the right perspective. And one thing that we sort of figured out was that, at least in terms of the African American community, in terms of businesses, we've got to stop thinking in the tens of thousands of dollars and start thinking in the tens of millions of dollars to have the kind of economic impact that is needed for entrepreneurship. And so we're trying to do our best in every aspect to see if we can move Omaha to the next level.
Dr. Davis, is there another community that's similar to size and scope of Omaha that you're looking at that has a successful or an increasingly successful black business climate? Is there a Des Moines out there? Is there some city like that you can look at and say, you know what, Omaha is like this. We can improve it by doing blank?
Sure. There are always cities you can compare to. But what I like to do is not necessarily compare to cities, but look at the aggregate. And like I said to you before, is when you see the whole nation basically moving one direction. Now, these statistics are from 1997 to 2007. And 2008 is obviously when the crash came. Mm-hmm. So I'm just making the assumption in the next 10 years, when we get the census from real results, that we would be in much even more difficult condition. But what my point was is the fact that there's best practices that cities have, and I think that what we got to do is we've got to look at best practices nationwide and get the appropriate resources. And what I mean by the resources, I mean the right allocations of resources. And that not only in terms of brick and mortar, but the investment in the human being and in the business approach. So I think if we get the right combinations, I think we'll do quite well. And as you recognize, if you saw some of the news clippings that we had, there was issues of, we just built a building on 13th and Cummings, mm-hmm. And it was a $5 million building. We had a partnership with Bluestone, and in that situation, we were able to get significant dollars to Black and Latino contractors. We basically have, over the last several years, put credit pools together that allowed 29 contractors to get $64 million worth of contracts. That was done by our family and our business, and in conjunction with one of the banks. And we're going to basically make that bigger and better. And we're going to step out of that in terms of the nonprofits, but we're going to have nonprofits take on that role to basically have access to credit. That's alternative credit. So there are things that are extremely important. But as you look at the big picture, very frankly, is that change the mindset of the tens of thousands mm-hmm. to tens of millions, because if there's no critical economic mass that we can create, we won't be sustainable.
Sir, I appreciate it very much for you coming to join us today. Congratulations on the great success story on the Minority Small Business Champion of the Year. Dr. Dick Davis and your wife, all the best, and thank you very much. I look forward to having a conversation with you again.
All right, thank you very much.
You bet. That's Dick Davis with Davis Enterprises. Congratulations to the Davis Companies. They are the U.S. Small Business Administration Minority Small Business of the Year. Congratulations to both of them. More to come, including your phone calls at 402-558-1110, 1-800-543-1110. My name is Crash Davis and Chad Nation from the Nonpareil. In about 18 minutes from right now.
Crash Davis, live and local. Crash Davis, 4 to 7 every afternoon on 1110 KFAB.